getting bitten. Whoa, 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 bang, bang, bang. Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thanks very much for joining in. Straight away here, Pamphobeteus species Nigricolor, the giant blue bloom. Now, it's a pairing video, so I think you can all see that anyway. Pamphobeteus nigricolor is a large species of tarantula found in Colombia and Brazil, first described in 1875 by Anton Azura as Lasiodora nigricolor. In 1901, Reynold Innes Pocock moved it into new genus Pamphobeteus. So that's why we call it now the Pamphobeteus. But the only bit I don't understand is why it's called the giant blue bloom. I have been trying to find some information and I can't find nothing on why it's called the giant blue bloom. So I do think that it's possible that basically some of the slings when they're born, if you see them when they when they are disturbed, they crouch their legs up and they sort of have like a bluish bloom, as they call it, or hue on their legs. But they also have an orange abdomen with like a Christmas tree bum, so I think you would lead with that first instead of the blue bloom, because as you can see here, the male is doing his deed. He's trying to get in there and obviously, you know, pair with the female. Okay, let me just move this out of the way so we can let him get in a bit closer, because he seems to be struggling. And if you see there, look, he moves in straight away, but then I drop it back down and then he goes straight back in. So he just needed to get himself into a better position. But as I said, with the color, the pink, vibrant, especially after the males mature, it just gets so vibrant. And the females, as I said, they don't have this color, but you'll see in a moment on the legs of the female, you can see the pinkish purpley sort of glow to the legs, but on the actual carapace and abdomen, she has no color on there. She's basically black and still big, very big bodied. I mean, look at the size of those fangs. So he's trying to do his trick and get in there. I am just above the camera shot there. I've got some tools and apparatus just so I can separate, but I know that she's not been feeding because she's molted over a month ago and it takes her a bit longer because she's a big tarantula. I mean, as in a big bodied. To me, she's got a small abdomen because it's normally 2 to 3 times this size. But there's perfect timing to get him in, because as most of you know in the hobby, when you have a mature male, most of them stop eating. You do get a few exceptions. He's matured out now a good 6 months plus, probably 8 months, and he's been constantly power feeding all the way through. But try not to overfeed him, so I just steadily give him some food every now and then, and he always takes, which I do when we put him back in. But there you go, look, he's turned on the side, he's getting some action there. I think the emboli come out and we get a good shot. Lucy is filming this here because I'm staying above the camera shot just in case she goes to strike, because she is unpredictable. But with these species, I'd say the unpredictability comes from when you're feeding them. Any sort of movement with these, they're so sudden. It's an explosive movement. They don't just go slowly. So that's why I was worrying if she would go down and strike and take him. But you can see here, he's trying to position himself. He's trying to get his tibial hooks in and get his legs positioned. But I think he knows she's quite calm. She's not going to strike. She's got her fangs out. So he's relaxed underneath her. Some other species, the males would move back out of the way a little bit, reposition themselves, recompose, and then they would come back in. But he's quite calm to stay under her. He's a big male. He's the size of my hand. I've not actually measured him at all, but he's a big male. But you can see already her size, his thickness wise, is twice the size of him. But he's more than happy to get in here. And I was worried because he matured so long ago, and he did another sperm web, and obviously I couldn't pair him, so I couldn't send him off. No one else had any that I could find off. So I thought I'd just wait, and he's just done brilliantly well. I keep them next to each other in their closures, so he seems active, like he's picking up the scent of pheromones off her web. So he always seems active to go towards the corner that she's in. But you can see here, he's got the fangs held up properly. He's very, very comfortable. I think he'll try and push her back a little bit more and then get under her and get in. But we get a really good footage of them. But from the giant blue bloom, I just couldn't find any information to explain why. But as I described before, that's what I think it is. But I love the abdomen there of the small slings when they have the orange with the black pattern, which to me looks like a Christmas tree. So I'll be more than happy when this one drops a sack, which I'm hoping she does. I mean, there's no aggression here at all. I mean, you can see that he's literally bent her in half there, and he's managed to get his bowline in to her female parts, which is I cannot remember the name, so I'm just not even going to say that. But yeah, it looks like a very successful one. But what I was more worried about was the ending. Now we seem to be winding down, and because they're so explosive with their movement, it's just very sudden and fast. And I was unaware they could climb plastic because they've never attempted it because of their size. They're so bulky. So I was just trying to keep Lucy aware because she was looking through the camera very, very close. And I didn't want this to just dart up in front of her and then like she panics, because I would, because it's a very good size spider. But you can see here, it almost, Lucy pointed out to me while we're filming this, she had one of her fangs, it looks like it's in his leg, if you can see there, but I got in closer and it's not, it just passes through by his hairs. But it does almost look like she's got a fang inside his leg, but there's no white blood visible at all. It's just going in through his hairs. There, she retracts it back, and that's absolutely brilliant. So there's no threat at all from her. Very, very calm. But this is definitely a tarantula you want to have in the hobby if you can get hold of one. Obviously, if we're breeding these as we are and we get a sack, then this is going to be going on our website soon, and you will all be able to get one of these from us as well. So, you know, you watch it pairing, you see the parents of the mum and the dad, and then you get to buy from us as well, which is what we're hoping to do. But now you can see she's changed her body language. She's moved away from him. He will then probably try and approach again, and when he gets a signal from her, leave me alone, should go off. So we'll see if he does that. He's still shaking. There you go. She raised up. He's gone towards her. Look at the colour of him. And there you go. She's not giving him any signals back. So then he's walking off. And getting bitten. Whoa, 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 bang. Right, that's fine. Keep filming. Right, he's okay. Let me just get her. He's right there. Right, I'm going to put this back. You keep an eye on him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just stay out of the way.
No shit.
Right. I think he deserves a well done there, so we'll give him a few crickets when we get him back in a second.
On the kitchen side. Don't shake hairs all over the kitchen.
I'm going to feed him. With this, you've got to do it low, otherwise he won't go in. It's quite bold.
They're so much stronger than you think as well, aren't they?
I've got to really lift him, but he's very strong.
They're stubborn.
Come on, dude, please. Come on, not outside. So he can climb plastic, they just don't like it because they're too big. Come on, dude. Let me move back slowly. Get on there. Clean your houses there. Careful, because you might run up. Okay, so as you saw there, all went very, very smoothly, which I was not expecting. We were both fully on guard there, ready for something to go a little bit different. So just want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching that video. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, and we will see you on the next video. So thanks for watching, everyone.